show you really quickly how I put together the teacup stack here. So this is the card that I showed in my last video. I had done the donuts, and now I'm back to do this section of the card. So basically this is what I call paper piecing. It used to be called paper toll, but basically it's 3D layering. So I have a couple here to show you. So there's three types that I usually do. So the first one is one where you have two different types of paper and you stamp. So I should also mention at this stage that I'm using this stamp set here by Kaisercraft. It's called High Tea, from the High Tea collection. This is the stamp here. So basically you have two different paper patterns to create this one. Another one is this, and I'm not sure if you can see it. This kind where the paper, where the teacups get thicker up to the I guess this one, the top teacup. This one is just two layers here, so it's one flat layer and then a teacup put on there, a teacup on there, and a teacup on here. This one has 5 layers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a different layer with each teacup. This one is the same one in reverse, so you start off with the top one and you just layer up on top until you reach this teacup here. So I think that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to show you how I did these. So let's move everything aside. I did use, so basically I used my Stampaholic. Like I've said before, this just makes it really easy to get, if you print it and you didn't put enough ink, you can just re-ink it and keep it in the same position and then re-stamp it. So this just makes it really easy for me. I'm such a bad stamper. But you can use your acrylic block, and basically I cut all the papers into 2.5 by 3.5, which is approximately the size of the stamp. And I just basically ink, print, move it, ink, print, move it. It's just really good for assembly. So I've done that, and I've kept the little strips at the bottom to show you what I've used. I think the one is called the tea leaves. I think another one is called cup and saucer. I don't think I used this one. This is not the one, the scones. I don't think I used this one. Basically it's this one, the one with the tiny flowers. This one has the large flowers. So I used the tiny flowers with the blue on the blue polka dots on the back. No, I didn't use that one. Okay, so basically what you need to do is get 5 stamps cut. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then what you need to do is you need to go ahead and fussy cut them. So you start off at this stage, 5, and then you grab your trustees, and while you're watching TV, make sure that you fussy cut them, and so you go from that stage to this stage. So you have 5, and I've got 5 of these as well, all fussy cut, and here's some left over. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you need to go from this stage to this stage. It's really up to you whether you like the teacup and saucer to be the highest point to you, or whether you like your topmost saucer to be the one that's 3D. So for example, this one here, the top one is 3D. And I'll just show you really quickly. This is just my next project, and I don't want to give it away too much, but if you come in a little bit closer, you can see that in this project the bottom one is the topmost, and this is the the highest. So that's the difference between the two. Alrighty, so we'll just pick one. It makes no difference. It's kind of the same thing. So your first layer will always be one whole one. Alrighty, so from there you're then going to cut off ready. So that's 5, and then it goes 4, and then it goes 3, 2, and then 1. And that's how you're going to have it. Then I need you to grab your whoopsies, your 3D foam tape. I'm going to use it up, the topmost, the top two get lined up. Okay, so there's one, and then you do the same with this one. Easier to line the handles. That one, 3, 2, and then the last one is the one on top. So that way you have got, looks good. Alright, so if you wanted to do it the other way around, you would do the same thing. So you'd start 5 at the here, so with this one 5, and then you would go, you would cut from the other way, so you would cut this one, right, and then we put so 5, 4, 3, 2, and then the one off the bottom here. Okay, and then you go ahead and just add your foam on the back of those. So let's go ahead and just align your handles. So 4, then we're going to go 3, 2, And so yeah, you go from the saucer being the highest point to the top mug being the highest point. And then from all these guys at the bottom here, you have a whole lot of cuttings that you're left with to make some fun things. So the other fun thing to do is to alternate. So for example, with this one, you alternate the different color teacups. That looks good. I want to try doing like 5 different colored teacups, but what's hard about that is trying to find designs that are small enough to go to look, you know, to look in proportion to the mugs that you have there. But yeah, so basically, for example, so you could do something like this where you could add these guys here and match them up with these two, and you make that kind of teacup. You could grab this one here and put this one on top so it fixes that. So it looks like this. And then what you could do is you could always slit a little slit in here. And then just got a little bit of string here, but you could add and make it look like there's a little tea bag coming So yeah, so what you could do is then just grab your little tiny attacher. I think that looks a bit too big. Corners. And I'm just going to grab one of these cute little embellishments. They're called shape sprinkles. And yeah, that's so cute. I might use this one and put that on there. So cute. I love it. Anyway, so you can have a lot of fun with this. So basically here is another card that I did. I only just did the 3. And I felt like that was enough. 3 with the saucer being the foremost. Here is another card that I did with that original pattern. Like I had this one here, I just did the reverse. So the back of this one was all white and I put the blue in between. So I switched it around so that the original was the blue, and then I put 3 of the whites on top. And same paper, but it just gives it a little bit of a different feel. So so yeah, so totally have fun. Like you can have so much fun with this stamp set for sure, but also this technique of paper piecing. I do it a lot with the Gorgeous Girls and the Prima dolls, and paper piecing is just the best when you can't color. Right, so thank you for tuning in, everybody. Give paper piecing a go, and I'll be back for another tutorial to show you my major project for this month.